Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My butt. Hello. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that's a lot of TVs. I say it's not enough. We need more. As you can see, we got another TV. We got another one down there, right here. This one, the one we're looking at. Where'd I get it? I got from old work buddies. They were gonna throw it out. I was like, I'll take tube TVs. We're gonna stack them up. They're gonna be an absurd. We're gonna have one below our feet eventually. It's gonna be an absurd amount of TVs. Guys, it's hot. I was just landlording it up before this, repairing, patching, doing things, fixing things. We'll throw in some footage. Look, me tar in a roof. Bam. Alright. She ain't pretty, but she's done. She ain't gonna leak. I tell you what, that's a $15 fix. I know, she's ugly, but like I said, she ain't gonna leak. Yeah, I know, you guys are saying, why didn't you do it right? You know, the people that know what they're doing, but, you know, shut the fuck up. It's been working. I've been doing this for like 7 years, and I never get leaks back, so it's working for now. And if I get a leak by now, I'll just do it again, and it'll give me another 5-7 years, so. And these are my roofs anyway, so just swim only, get out of here. Go. It wasn't much. It was hot. Now we're here. I'm thirsty. Dax is saying meow. You know what we do here every week. We read a book. We read some words from here, but before we read, I yap a whole bunch. I sit here. I try to chill. I'm covered in tar right now. Yeah, we're still sick, but that's okay. Let's turn off the lights. Let's get gay. I mean, comfortable. Let's get colorful. Same thing, right? I don't know anymore. Here we are. There we are. I'm glistening. It's hot. Been a hot one. Today, tomorrow, it's hot all the time. We're in hell. No different. No new news here, right? We're in hell. Get comfortable. Look at it. Can you tell I'm sweating on this TV? Can the camera pick that up? Can you see it? God, it's so crystal clear from my vision, but you're far away. You're all the way over there. But yeah, that's all that's going on. Maybe I don't know how much I threw. Did I show you what I did today? Yeah, I just tarred. I tarred. I put in a furnace filter because they said it smelled like sewer, but that's because there was a whole bunch of water in the basement. Ooh, look at it. Is that poop? I hope not. We got the new air filter. Skadoosh. Airflow goes this way. Which way? We got one of these things to make it smell good for the homies living here, you know what I'm saying? See how good this works. Ooh, it smells delightful. And you say, good riddance, you hang it on the hole. There we go. Come on, get in the hole. Good, there we go. That's considered good, beautiful. Airflow goes, I know you fit. Boom. Oh, look at all that. From all the rain we're getting. Oh, it's in my sock. Alright, we got our dehumidifier. We're gonna put a little piece of tape on this doohickey back here. Boom. You could put a screw in that little doohickey hole, but I don't got a screw on me. So we're doing some Gorilla Tape. I don't got my camera. My other camera died, so now I'm using my phone. I'm gonna take this here hose, and we're gonna boopity boppity boop it up here and get it screwed on. And boom. And just like that, we get the nice floor cleaned up. It's coming in from over here. I don't got gutters on the house. Maybe it's time. But anyway, let's go work on the outside now. Boom. You saw inserting clips random left and right. I don't know how I'm doing it yet. We're still learning what I'm doing here, okay? Oh, it's better than normal. It's cold. I'm hot. It's delicious. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at Dax. Isn't she so majestic in that? I like that tube TV down there. It's huge. As you can see, you saw that thing? Me lugging it in? I wanted to Google how much that was, how heavy that is. I'm gonna Google that real quick. It's not about how heavy they are, it's the awkwardness of them. It's a sharp 32-inch from 2004. There's already cat hair in my drink. It's 110 pounds. It's a 110-pound TV. They don't build them like they used to. They build them flat and light. You know the thing about these CRTs? They seem to never break. They just keep going. They've been put in garages, side of the roads, rained on. They keep chugging along. They're gonna be here past the flat screen TVs. Can't wait for this sick to be over. I'm covered in tar. I shouldn't even be sitting down here. I should have took a shower. I want to get these videos out, and this is me try to keep up. We show up dirty, sticky, sweaty. Dirty, sticky, and sweaty. Kind of reminds me of something. Turkey. Delicious. Rookie. Forgot to hit record. That one shuts off if I don't hit record. Gotta keep this gimmick going. The TVs. Gotta keep you entertained somehow. Give you a multi-dimensional, different angles. I don't know what I'm looking for here. What's going on? I got another house on the first. Exciting. I know it's only exciting for me. You're like, why? What's in it for me? I don't know. More content, I guess. Me showing up more and filming up some shit. I'm gonna show you the process. Yeah. Nothing fancy. We're gonna go in, slap some new floor in, paint it up, put it for rent. Boom. Now we're making money. That simple. I'm gonna show you how easy, how simple it is. And you do that a whole bunch of times, and now you're making a whole bunch of money. It's a plan, and it's better than that 9 to 5. Working for somebody else. Being part of somebody else's plan. That sort of thing. It's better doing it yourself. That's why we're here, too. On the YouTube. We're making double whammying everything. Just extra XP. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, it was fun. It was fun. It was a hell of a ride, wasn't it? Oh, delicious. These are my midweek videos. Just telling you, just letting you know. We meet here every midweek. If you count Thursday as midweek. They say Wednesday's hump day, but it's technically the third. Well, yeah, Thursday should be, right? Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday would be third. Yeah, and then Thursday, halfway through the day would be midweek. Because you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you got 3 after, 3 before. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Thursday's your midweek. Yeah, middle of the week is Thursday. What's going on? Why they call it a hump day? It's because it's the work Monday through Friday. I know, I'm not an idiot. Or I am. I don't know. It's okay. You can call me an idiot. Call me whatever you want. Wait, this is a safe space. You can ridicule me. You can belittle me. There's no consequences. I'm not coming after you. Because you know why? Because I don't care. Because no one should care, right, Dax? No one should care when they get flipped off or say, fuck you, you're an asshole. No one should take anybody to court. They should just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on about my day and you go on about yours. Right? She agreed. That was a headbutt of approval. Dax approval. She loves me even when I smell like gasoline and tar. She just wants the mic. She has a lot to say. Oh, look, she's pushing it away. All right, let's get on with the book. I don't have all day. I have things to do. I have a lot of things to do. A lot of shit coming up. I'm trying to sort things out. I'm trying to make this place even better, okay? I'm trying to figure shit out, all right? We're trying to stay productive, efficient, while doing other things, while doing this things. You know how things are. Yeah? Yeah? All right, we're here for me, for you, for everybody who wants to be a part of something or nothing. Thank you for joining me on this week's segment. We're on day 19. We've showed up here 19 times. Can you believe it? Time's flying by. Weeks are flying. We're getting through this book. We're on page 102. Day 19, a good time or a good story on the upsides of unpredictability. What are we going to get on about on this? I don't know. A good time or a good story? What do you think? Would you rather have a good time or a good story? Last week I said I'd rather have both, you know? I walk away with both. All right, let's get into it before Jax steals the show. What's up? Why are you looking so mean? Are you gonna attack me? It helps if you can realize that this part of life, when you don't know what's coming, is often the part that people look back on with the greatest affection. Ann Packett. Ann Packett said that. I'd agree, though. You know, you never know when you're going through a good memory. You know, you could be like, man, life sucks right now. I can't wait until blah, blah, blah. But then your 70-year-old self's going to wish he was right where you are now. He's going to be like, damn, I wish I had your body to move around and the one thing less to bitch at. I wish I didn't have 17 hemorrhoids hanging off my asshole. You know, that sort of thing. All right, let's begin the read. But before we begin the read, let me tell you what you got to sit through. You got to sit through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pages. That's a lot of me reading. Not a lot of me going blah, 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 blah. And you're going to you're gone by now, or you're going to be gone soon. So let me begin my read. I'm also sick, so it's going to be like, oh. Oh, sorry, Dax. I didn't mean to cough in your face. Oh, she said, you disgusting piece of human. All right, let's get through this. I got to read and go do some stuff. Goddamn. It's possible I've given the impression so far that the lack of control you have over how reality unfolds is just one of those unfortunate truths to which you better resign yourself. It's true, you have no control. You think you have control. You have minor control, but life's gonna throw at you what it wants, what it gives, and you're gonna have to learn to give with what you got. Give with what you got. Learn to give with what you got. But it's more than that. In some profound way, it's a good thing. Not being able to guarantee that your plans will come off, not knowing what your future holds, never quite feeling like you've got things figured out, or you're on top of things. All of these are mysterious central to what makes life worth living for. It's true, I agree. You wouldn't want to know what's around every corner. Life would be boring. You know what's coming. It's like, it's like knowing a movie. Like, you don't want to watch the movie. Like, you know, I've seen this movie 10 times. I don't want to watch it again. It's life. I've lived this life 10 times. Kill me right now. Not living it once. You sometimes want to, you know. Bear with me on this one. Almost everything that happens, according to an adage of a certain origin. Adage? What does adage mean? Adage. Fladouche lamage. Adage. A proverb or short statement expressing a general truth. Adage. Adage of the day. Scripture. Almost everything that happens, according to a adage of uncertain origin, is either a good time or a good story. Oh, so he's saying it's either a good time or a good story. So if it's not a good time, so I see what he's saying now. So he's saying if you're not having a good time, at least it'll probably make a good story later. I get it. I get that. I feel you, homie. All right. Either things go right or they go wrong. And surprisingly often, when they do go wrong, although of course not invariably, life ends up unaccountably better as a result. Sometimes when you go through something shitty, you learn something and it makes your life easier. That sort of thing. A friend I've known since we were teenagers treasures the memory of one weekend when her mother and father drove her and her sisters to the countryside for a picnic. Just as they laid an impressive lunch spread on the blanket, the heavens opened, but on this occasion, the parents let the kids eat anyway. In a pandemonium of wet sandwiches and laughter, these days it's a glowing gem among her recollections of childhood, and what makes that so interesting to me is how utterly unexceptional it is. Plenty of straightforwardly undesirable things happen to all of us, from the mildly annoying to the tragic, but almost everyone, when prompted, can reel off a few tales in which events slipped out of their control, the weather failed to cooperate, the flight got canceled, they showed up at the wrong address, and either something wonderful happened, or at worst, they acquired an antidote with which to entertain themselves and others for years to come. Fucking true, and if it's not true to you, you suck. Come on. Make the best of life, okay? When stuff sucks, find something in the suck. Make it suck less. When it sucks, make it suck less. That's it. That's all we're asking. Laugh at it. When you're dying, might as well laugh, right? When you're in pain, something like that. All right. But I've been there. When we were in Iceland, my flight got canceled on the way back to the U.S. That shit sucked. That was gay. But we made the best of it. We got another night in Iceland, free hotel. But Cassie was sick, so it was kind of shitty. But it's a story. It's a story now, and I can talk about it. It's better than just saying, "Yeah, we got back." We made the best of it. We went out. We did things. We walked around. I remember it. Played my PS Vita in the hotel. Some Jack and Daxter. Alright, where was I? If conducting scores of newspaper interviews with minor celebrities taught me anything, it's that this same inverse relationship between control and gratification crops up across the whole of life. Ask people to relate the milestones. Oh, okay. This camera shuts off too. Ask people to relate the milestones of their biography, and they'll almost always dwell on moments whose consequences they could never have anticipated. They might mention a period of despair they've had avoided entirely, if they could possibly have done so, such as a struggle with addiction or a terrifying diagnosis, or else some seemingly mundane incident that proved pivotal, like the party at which they met their future spouse or the dashed off email that unexpectedly landed them a job. In 4,000 Weeks, I quoted the philosopher, I didn't even know he had another book. Now we're going to have to read that next in 4,000 Weeks. I quoted the philosopher Simone de Beauvoir, tracing the idea still further back to the astonishing fact that she was ever born in the first place. Penetration of that particular ovum by the particular spermatozoon. What are we talking about here? With its implications of the meeting of my parents, and therefore that of their birth and the birth of all their forebears, had not one chance in hundreds of millions of coming about. And yet, despite the strange benefits that so often seem to arise from our lack of control, we proceed through life as individuals, but as societies too, as if the supreme goal should always and only to obtain more and more of it. The driving cultural force of that form of life we call modern is the idea, the hope and desire that we can make the world controllable. Told you, I'm sick. Holding back for you. Writes Homo Rosa in his magnum opus Resonance, and a follow-up work, The Uncontrollability of the World. Rosa shows how all kinds of... Must be like Rasa, because this is a dude. Rosa, Rasa. Rasa shows us all kind of disparate... God damn it. Also shows how all kinds of disparate human endeavors fit together when understood as attempts to do that very thing. The quest to dominate nature, progress in medicine, the growth of military power, digital connectivity, which lets us keep abreast of what's happening thousands of miles away, and air travel, which brings far-off places within reach. Helicopter, parenting, dieting, fertilization, Elon Musk proposed colonization of Mars, lab-grown meat, all are plausibly motivated by the human need to feel more in control than before. I'm gonna put this TV back on. This camera. Never mind, the battery's dead. We got this TV left, which is okay. Where were we? Yeah, Elon Musk. We only got 2 pages left. We're almost there. Rossler doesn't deny that the quest for control, liability, has brought in... I'm not making it through this. I'm gonna die here. Rossa certainly doesn't deny that the quest for control liability has brought us incalculable benefits. After all, it's behind virtually everything that makes life today so much freer from unremitting poverty and pain that was in medieval times. And he's clear that he's not arguing that underprivileged peoples should reconcile themselves to having less control over their lives than wealthier ones. But he shows that, simultaneously, one desire for controllability backfires, undermining the efforts to build happy and fulfilling lives. The human domination of nature has caused nature to escape human control, threatening our flourishing through runaway climate disruption. The more people with whom we're able to connect digitally, the worse the loneliness epidemic gets, and the more vigilance parents exert over their children's comfort, the more anxious and uncomfortable they are. In short, the more we try to render the world controllable, the more it eludes us, and the more daily life loses what Rossa calls its resonance, capacity to touch, move, and absorb us. And soon as any experience can be completely controlled, it feels cold and dead. A work of art you fully understand, or a person whose behavior you can predict with total accuracy, is no fun at all. It's like we're just saying. You don't want full control. You want full control of your loved ones? No? You'd be dating a robot. If you want that, go buy one of those Tesla robots and start dating them. Start fucking one of those. And hey, if that's what you want, go after it. But it's gonna feel cold and dead, like this guy said. Where were we? A work of art you fully understand. Yeah. No fun at all. What brings fulfillment is being in a certain form of reciprocal Is that like repeating? Like a circle?
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal. Given, felt, or done in return. Bearing or unbinding each of two parties. Reciprocal. It's like getting back what you gave. Reciprocal. It's like a circle. What brings fulfillment is being in a certain form of reciprocal relationship with the rest of the world, including other people you might like in it, to a dance in which you are eternally led and follow. Ugh. Come on, we're almost there. I'm sorry. Whereas in a relationship in which you unquestionably have the upper hand at all times is no relationship at all. On a societal level, the quest for control often directly undermines our capacity to do meaningful work. If you're a teacher or social worker, if you work in academia or healthcare or the charity sector, or if you're close to somebody in any of these roles, you'll be familiar with how virtually everyone in such fields complains about barely having time to do their jobs. These days, thanks to all the admin involved in doing their jobs, the paperwork results from their employers' efforts to render the process of their work controllable by making it transparent and measurable. Yet the result is that they have fewer opportunities to create the unpredictable moments of human connection in which the real work gets done. God, that's beautiful. That's fucking true. That is true. That's fucking true. There's too much measuring going on. Too much data all the fucking time in all these jobs. All just measuring for productivity, trying to get every little fucking ounce they can out of you, trying to measure each little second. Why aren't we advancing as far as we were yesterday? All these jobs doing that. Like this is saying right here, the paperwork results from their employers' efforts to render the process of their work controllable by making it transparent and measurable. Yet the result is that they have fewer opportunities to create the unpredictable moments of human connection in which the real work gets done. They're trying to make us into machines, man. We're human beings. Jesus Christ. Let's finish this off. The blight of having to make everything controllable, writes Rasa, has everywhere infected the uncontrollable productivity of social life. The point is a subtle one, he notes, because a resonant relationship with life depends on it being semi-controllable and not totally controllable. You need to engage activity in the world, to connect to others, to make plans, and to pursue opportunities and ambitions. You have certain controls, like we could set up a date, you can be like, hey, let's meet here at 2. But what we can't control is what's going to happen. We're going to try to control it, we're going to set something up, but who knows, maybe someone come over, we don't meet at 2, maybe we meet at 2, and we don't even do the thing we were supposed to be doing, but something happened, that's life, let life happen. The point is a subtle one, he notes, because a resonant relationship with life depends on it being semi-controllable, not totally controllable. You need to engage actively in the world, to connect to others, to make plans, and to pursue opportunities and ambitions. And people need freedom and economic resources to be able to do that. Neither good times nor good stories will occur very often if you just sit around, isolated, waiting for them, or if you're obligated to spend every waking hour struggling to survive. Still, it's central to an enjoyable and meaningful life that whenever we reach out to the world is this way. We don't get to control how it responds. The value and depth of the experience relies on the unknowability. Maybe you'll get what you wanted, or maybe you won't. And sometimes not getting what you wanted will leave life immeasurably better. Okay, we're on the last paragraph. Last paragraph, right here. There's an inadvertently amusing moment in James Wagner's English translation of Resonance, in a passage where Rasa seeks to clarify precisely the feeling evoked by this sort of relationship to reality. The book is a weighty academic work, with 40 pages of footnotes, and many references to obscure scholars, but when Rasa reaches for the perfect adjective to describe this feeling of both acting on the world and being acted on by it, engaging with it boldly yet never knowing how it will respond. And the feeling of warmth and the fulfillment that result the term he chooses is anshmeg shaman. I don't know what anshmeg shaman means in English, and this is the word that appears startlingly yet wonderfully in the translated version of the passage is cuddly. What? What? That's how it ends. It ends like that. Cuddly. Is he saying life's cuddly? I think I understand. I think I get it. Being cuddling, like walking around with reality. It's like cuddling, because he's saying, this whole thing was basically saying like controlling life, but you're not, like you're in this weird spectrum, walking around through life. Cuddly. Because you wanna try to control somewhat of life. That's how you get things done. But you don't know what's gonna happen, so you're at play. You're at play with life. You don't know what it's gonna hand you, but you react to what life gives you, and you get it. You understand. You get your own metaphor. That's mine. That's how I took it. Because if you go back, he seeks to clarify precisely the feeling evoked by this sort of relationship to reality. Cuddly. Yeah, because this is the adjective he uses to describe his feeling of both acting on the world and being acted on by it. Engaging with it, yet never knowing how it will respond. Cuddly. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a good word. It's a good description. I think so myself, but that's just me. All right. We spent some good time here together. I always love showing up, talking to you, talking to me, talking to nobody. Nobody's here. It's quiet. It's gonna be a different setup maybe next time. I don't know. I just came down here. I was sweating like crazy. I'm still drenched. Smell like old work clothes. Don't smell bad. Just smell raggedy. It's time to wash them. Alright. That was a good time or a good story. Good time or a good story. Either way, you're in for a good time or a good story in this life. Next week, day 20, week 20 for us. Set a quantity goal on firing your inner quality controller. It's gonna be another good one. They're all good. They're all fantastic. Oliver Burkeman, you've done it again. Next week's chapter is only 1, 2, 3. It's shorter, so you don't gotta listen to me talk so much. You're like, thank God, you fucking bore me, you son of a bitch. What's an intro? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to sneak peek myself. I won't do it. I'm not cheating. Boom, we closed it. Meditations for mortals. Read the book. I'm trying to find the thumbnail, what gets you here. You know, we only use organic thumbnails here, so it's part of the show. So this could be it right here. Could be this, could be that, You already knew that. You knew. All right, I'm gonna go fucking shower. This video out for you, for me. Continue live, continue leaving. I smell like gasoline. It's a terrible smell. Still didn't even finish this. How unlike me. I'm sick still, okay? Okay? It might be the COVID. Oh no! The COVID! We're gonna die! Oh, I only know that because my sister texted me saying she tested positive for COVID. She's pregnant, so she's more cautious. She's more scared, which I get. But to me, you know, I'm not trying to get political on you, you know, get weird here. I'm not a political guy, but I'll share my opinions. They're just opinions, people. We can still be friends when we share opinions. You'd be like, no, you believe that? We're done. We're toast. I thought we had something, man. Yeah. I just think the COVID's just another sickness. It's another virus. Just like the flu, alright? Just me, though. You know, you get sick. There'll be something stronger next year and the year after. That's what I'm saying. It's just another sickness. Or you can get scared. Get scared. I'm gonna die. You know what? Bring the sick. Get sick. You know why? Because that builds your immunity. Don't get scared and shun away from the world. Encourage the sick. Keep going out. Keep getting sick. All right? Encourage the sick. Then you get stronger. And then you say, I invite you, sickness, into my heart, into my home. Blessed is the Lord. These thy gifts we're about to receive. Amen. All right. Thank you for showing up and praying with me. I'm a man. I'm a man with a brain. I'm living in this man. I'm about to cough. All right, I'm getting out of here before I turn into another rant. I won't see you. You'll see me, sort of thing. 11:40.
People will spend 100 hours trying to make $100 a month passive when they could have just made $10,000 getting paid for their active time. That's a bad trade. It's waiting for their
You're still here. Why? Why? What do you want? Go. I said goodbye. You're supposed to go. You're supposed to walk away. Still. What do you want? What do you expect? Do you want some advice? Is that why you're still here? I ain't got none. Alright, fine. Since you won't leave, I'll fucking end the video.